Hey guys, it's Fenji here, and welcome to not episode 7. So this is a bit different. It's been 2 weeks basically since I ripped my first pack of Pokemon cards after 25 years, and this is a bit of a rundown, roundup, whatever you want to call it, of how it's gone, what things I've learned, what things I've done well, what things have gone wrong, so on and so forth. And with that being said, we do have. I was going to reveal these at the end, but I'm too excited because I have got my hands on some Japanese booster packs, and I think we all know how much I love the Japanese cards, so they're going to come up later. But what have I learned in 2 weeks, and what's changed? So first point is that everything's changed. Back in the 90s, the original set, all anyone wanted was shinies, which are now called holos, which may have been called holos back then, but we called them shinies, and I will continue to call them shinies. I tried to not call them shinies, didn't work. It is what it is. And you got a shiny. You might have had to open 10 packs or whatever to get one. Those were the rare cards. That's what everyone wanted. And what's happened now, as I've learned, is that a shiny does not equal valuable. Almost every pack, I think every pack, has a shiny in it, a holo. You have standard holos, you have reverse holos, you have various, all different kinds of holos. You even have shiny energy cards, which you may have seen in one of my videos, is the bane of my life. Whoever at Pokemon headquarters decided that we needed shiny energy cards just needs to be sacked immediately. And to get 2 in a pack, I mean, I still haven't got over it. Traumatic, but it's full art or full illustration cards is where the value is, and this is something that I struggle with. I see something shiny in the pack, I get excited. Classic example, I think, was the last video where we got not just a Clefable, but a Mega Clefable EX. Now, that is a double rare. 2 black stars, 10 bomb. To the untrained Pokemon noob, like me, that looks like a full art illustration, full illustration card. I got excited. Turns out it's worth about 80 pence. Similar, that one there, awesome looking card, got me very excited, worth absolutely nothing, but it's staying in the collection because I like it. So one of the biggest problems, if you like, is being in the UK, is physical stock, getting hold of it. There's ways round it. You can order online, Amazon and eBay. You don't always know what you're buying. It's much easier to guarantee authenticity. I don't think I've been stung yet, because from what I've seen, it's fairly obvious if it's fake. But it's not as easy to guarantee authenticity as it is, say, going into big chain stores or local card shops. Unfortunately, there's not a lot of those around me. But what it does mean is that to get booster packs, I am basically getting whatever I can get, different sets or expansions, which means that if I was making a collection out of just things I pulled from booster packs, the collection I would end up with would be obviously a hell of a lot of bulk, so worthless cards, duplicates, etc., and also a collection that's not really coherent with itself. Lots of random bits from here, random bits from there, etc., etc. So what I've decided to do is, and have been doing, is splitting my Pokemon card collection into two halves, basically. One half will be pulled from boosters of whichever type I can get hold of at the time, and the other half will be made up of singles that I've chosen and bought as singles. And what I'm going to be focusing that side of the collection on is Japanese cards, because I love the whole Japanese vibe, always have, and the very first pack I opened on this channel after 25 years was a Japanese pack, and it contained my Chien Pao, which still to date is the highest value card I have after 2 weeks, which is worth around $40-ish, and I feel like that's an omen, a sign of things to come. So I will be focusing on Japanese full illustration cards from my own hand-picked collection, running alongside the boosters. And the latest, one of the latest additions to that is my Goldengo, which I think is one of the best looking cards. It's worth like $6, but I mean, you put those side by side, I'm buying the Goldengo every day. I mean, that is absolute face melter of a card. Love it. So that's where we are with that one. We're focusing on the Japanese full art for that collection, and we're still going to do boosters. I can't not do boosters, because if you don't open boosters, that's the soul gone. That's the whole soul, the heart of the is the mystery, is the gamble. I think that's what we all enjoy. But I'm going to run them as two separate entities. With that said, if you're relying on boosters to chase cards, it's probably, in 2 weeks, I've learned it's the least efficient way of doing it. You're going to spend a fortune trying to get that one card you want. Unless you are incredibly lucky, it's going to be way more cost effective to just buy the card that you're after. Buy what you like. I think you get far more enjoyment not chasing hype, and you're far less likely to get stung if you just build a collection of cards you like any way you want. You might collect artists, you might collect sets, you might collect species, whatever. But if you're just collecting what you think other people want, then you're not going to get the enjoyment that you would get if you're collecting what you want. So that is my biggest takeaway from all this. So next, you may recall that I took a bit of a punt. I had an eBay punt on a mystery slab, which I didn't realise seems to be more common than I thought. There seems to be lots of these mystery slab, bonus bundle, lucky dip, this, that and the other going on. But I didn't have a slab. I wanted a slab. Most slabs really are more money than I'm prepared to spend. So I thought, 25 quid, you get a slab. I did, it did contain a mystery booster pack as well. And I said at the time, I did some research on it. I'll get it here. Got it. So it's a Japanese, I did quite well from that point of view. It's a Japanese Rapidash from the Heatwave Arena expansion, I think 2025. Graded at a 9.5. Overall, absolutely delighted with this. Because it's Japanese, the artwork is superb, and it's a Rapidash, so it's from the original set. I remember it as a kid from the 90s, so that side of it, brilliant. It's at 9.5, so we're, it's good. It's not a 10, but it's as close to a 10 as you can get. However, this was a learning curve, because what I didn't realise is that just because something is a 9.5 graded, the actual value that adds is massively dependent on the company that does the grading. Now, the widely or highest regarded grading companies like Beckett and PSA and that, having a card graded by them and a 9.5 or a 10 something is going to add a huge amount of value to the card as it would be ungraded. This company is called Arcazon, which, from what I can gather, it's a British card grading company. Well, there's nothing wrong with it at all, but on a worldwide market, it doesn't actually add any more value to the card, really, having it graded by Arcazon than just having it raw. So when I asked Grok about it, Grok's response is that Arcazon is a card grading company that's widely used to grade cards found in mystery slab boosters on eBay. So that told me all I needed to know, which made me feel a bit stupid. But it's a great card, and it looks cool, and I'm happy with the card. It's worth like $5 or $6. So was it worth it financially? No, it wasn't. Am I happy with the card? Is it good for the collection? It's Japanese. I mean, everything else is good. And the other bonus is that I did get it's Korean, because the booster pack was Korean it came with. I did get a pretty cool Venusaur card. So it was not a dead loss. We were quite happy with that. Again, not worth a lot. Korean cards are really hard to value. Japanese ones quite easy, and obviously English ones. But Korean ones, it seems very difficult. So if anyone knows what that might be worth, do feel free to tell me in the comments, because I would love to know. And if there is a site that you can use for, specifically less popular language cards, or Korean specific or whatever, let me know. But I would think probably, like, again, $5 or $6, something like that. Right. Without further ado, because I can't wait any longer, we're going to have to open these two. I actually bought 3, but I need to save one because I don't want to not have any to open. So these are Japanese. Again, obviously 5-card boosters. This is Mask of Change. I've got it written down over here, that's why I keep glancing over. And we're going to see what we get. I've been itching. See, straight away, you saw the pause, right? That got me excited. And I checked myself, because that is just a double rare. Look at it. That is a superb looking card. That, I can guarantee you now, is going to be worth about 40 pence. And that's how they get you. But we've learned. The Clefable gave me the knowledge I need, but that is a good card for the collection. Right. Okay. There we go. Really tempted to open the 3rd pack after that, but we're not going to. We're going to leave it there. We have more episodes coming up. I've got more stuff coming in the post. So stay tuned. Like and subscribe. Please share it if you enjoy it. Let me know anything you want to see in comments. Anything that you think, any knowledge you can instill in me would be brilliant. I need a lot of it. And we'll see you in the next one.